Major projects, famous names. Getting the shuttle into space on schedule. Helping recover oil and gas from beneath the sea. Supporting the power industry. This is the world of Furmanite, a specialist maintenance company. Through precision engineering, they service and improve plant of all kinds to keep it in optimum condition in absolute safety. They save time and money for industry worldwide, from China to Alaska.
The mainstay of Furmanite's business is pipelines, pressure vessels, safety valves, turbines, furnaces, keeping them online and in production. Sealing pipe leaks to prevent escapes of steam, gas or chemicals, machining on site to a high degree of accuracy, testing and repairing valves, all under strict quality control. Furmanite does all this speedily, often in the most inaccessible areas throughout the power generation industry, in oil, gas and petrochemicals, in pulp, paper and steel, and in more and more fields all the time. Their kind of engineering requires a unique brand of ingenuity and creativity. They are bringing new dimensions to traditional industries and a much-needed maintenance service to newer ones. Their skills in solving problems are ideal for dealing with situations like this one-time oil tanker, now used as a floating storage unit for oil from platforms on the North Sea. It's normally linked to a buoy by a flexible connection system. Repair work on the universal joints required Furmanite to design and make a clamp to hold one of their boring machines in position. Their skilled technicians could then quickly bore out the bushes with precision.
Assembling machinery and completing a job on site in this way is a typical Furmanite operation. Much of their business now is under long-term contracts. Long before a scheduled shutdown, they assess the plant, the refurbishment required, tailor machines to do the jobs, test them, preparing as much as possible in advance. To close a nuclear power station can cost $100,000 an hour. Time is precious. Planning is all.
It's a long way from Merseyside 60 years ago, when the company set out sealing leaks in ships' engine rooms. The seed was sown for major growth in 1967, when it was decided to become a full-service company for process plants of all kinds. Now there are over 20 Furmanite companies worldwide, some operating under license. There are only 1,000 staff, but technicians are multidisciplined, frequently able to carry out up to 4 specialized tasks. Furmanite have always been particularly strong in leak sealing. There's hardly a chemical or a gas they can't deal with. On-site machining, growing fast, provides the greatest opportunities. Valve testing and repair work can lead to full servicing contracts. Other new developments, such as bolting and pipe freezing, make up the remainder. In long-term maintenance shutdowns, many of these activities come together as part of a complete service. The principle of on-site machining is simple. To take out or dismantle a large part of a plant and move it to a repair workshop, the traditional way, is inconvenient and costly. Roads may have to be closed. How much better for tools to be developed to carry to the job on site? Turning, milling, drilling, grinding or boring. Much of the world is only now accepting the feasibility of this simple truth. Often it's impossible to refurbish heavy established plant any other way. In the past, old had to be replaced with costly new. Halfway up this remote mountainside, 2 pipelines have carried water to a hydroelectric power station for 60 years. Huge butterfly valves close automatically if they sense any excessive increase in the water flow rate. To operate the 4 valves, each weighing 8 to 10 tons and the largest nearly 2 meters in diameter, Furmanite set up a detailed planning project. Tons of equipment were hauled into each site. Working inside the steeply raked pipelines, technicians on safety lines carried out extensive mechanical modifications, then grit blasted the valves clean, finally coating them with a high-duty epoxy resin to give protection for many years to come. This ability to extend the life of heavy capital equipment through quality engineering has given Furmanite the leading on-site machining operation in Europe. It has a key role in the growing modernization of steel plant in Britain, the European mainland, and North America, work that can only be done in situ. Many of these jobs need individually designed machines. A technical team is the creative force behind so many answers to working in tight corners. Its members have designed and manufactured special milling machines to enable steel strip mills to be modernized. They formed links with Rolls-Royce and are pioneering remote control work inside nuclear reactors. In the United States, Furmanite has many contracts with the processing, oil, steel, and power industries. Huge mobile workshops are equipped to handle valve reconditioning and most metal cutting repair and refurbishment work. Setting up a site HQ in these trucks, often for long periods, Furmanite have proved the worth of taking the workshop to the job. From the United States Machining Center in Charlotte, North Carolina, equipment has been developed to carry out on-site repairs on submarines and other naval vessels. The U.S. Navy also generates much work from the huge dockyards at Norfolk. They're close by the company's American headquarters at Virginia Beach. From here, through several regional centers, work extends from the great Alaska oil feeder pipeline to one of the most modern power stations in the world. Here, technicians may well be using one of the wide range of leak-sealing compounds developed for the nuclear industry at the British headquarters. These are injected under pressure without needing to shut down the process. Furmanite's work at the heart of the nuclear industry ranges from leak sealing, the major earner worldwide generally, to modifying heat shields on reactor fuel rods. Their exacting techniques are often used to check newly installed plant. Valves and a new Hong Kong power station were all Furmanite tested before it was commissioned. With regular work from the Middle East to the Far East, the company is already well established in China. When the world discovers new markets, it often finds Furmanite there already. A single market Europe, with its tighter regulations on valves and repairs, has been operated by Furmanite for many years, long before 1992.
Furmanites are international troubleshooters. As industry demands more and more from new technology, much of Furmanite's work involves solving problems when they arise. Out there, 120 miles off this North Scottish coastline, the remains of the Piper Alpha oil platform lie on the seabed.
During the fire, a leg of the weakening platform creased. To strengthen it with concrete, a hole had to be drilled in the leg, at the same time preventing any escape of gas. Furmanite experts went to the scene. Sketches were made, and a special clamp and modified drill were prepared. The operation was tested thoroughly on a mock-up of the platform leg before Furmanite engineers directed a diving team through the actual operation.
Good afternoon, Furmanite.
To Furmanite, emergencies are second nature. Technicians are on call 24 hours a day. The design office, they say, is only a phone call away. Details of jobs are held on computer at engineering centers in Kendal, the United States, and Australia, spanning the time zones. Experience learned in Germany can be accessed by Japan or Holland.
Definitieve handtekening, die moet er nog van iemand anders krijgen.
Maar dat gaat hij af.
Bij ons.
Many of the management have worked at the sharp end, understanding problems facing technicians in the field. They leave subsidiaries to run as local profit centers, keeping tight central control on quality and safety.
Gut, dann noch ein ganz wichtiger Punkt, die Gelegenheit in Betzenau zu arbeiten.
They follow a rigid corporate plan, taking over only companies that add depth to existing activities. So is Trevitest, a patented safety valve testing system. Small, easily assembled for use anywhere in a process plant, Trevitest monitors valve performance while the pipeline stays in operation. In a company always bubbling with new developments, there is precision bolt tightening using ultrasonic stress measurement in engineering and major constructions. Polymer engineering. In a tie-up with the AEG, there is a strong UK market for polymer fire protection on cables and pipes. All these Furmanite services are supported by a network of precision machine shops. So the company not only keeps pace with new technology, in many cases it leads the way, never forgetting its strongest assets, featured again and again in exhibitions and conferences, the powerful human elements of teamwork, ingenuity, coolness under pressure, expert knowledge. New horizons appear every day. The Space Shuttle Discovery sits on its launch pad in Florida. A leak in the maneuvering system threatens to delay this first launch since the loss of Challenger 2 years earlier. As the world waits again, enter Furmanite.
Monday we arrived in California and were informed that they had a nitrogen tetroxide leak in the port ohms pod, which is the orbital maneuvering system for the shuttle. We suggested the use of FSC N6B, our most versatile sealant, compatible with the product. After 3 weeks of testing, we proved that the sealant was compatible with the leak and that the method of repair would be effectual. We were able to successfully repair the leak on the shuttle, and the shuttle did take off on schedule. If the leak had not been able to be repaired on site, the shuttle would have had to have been destacked, taken back to the vertical assembly building with an approximately 90-day delay, costing approximately $1 million a day.
It's a perfect example of Furmanite's real strength, tightly knit international teams of specialists solving problems and taking a pride in doing so. For Furmanite, only the sky is the limit.